Amara, in her pain and delirium, pushed forth not a child of flesh but an egg, smooth and perfect, unlike anything the world of men was meant to see. Panic ensued. The women, superstitious and frightened, backed away, whispering of curses and dark magic. Amara, too weak to explain, could only weep as her heart broke with the weight of her unspoken secret. A long time ago, in a small village of Ariko, woven between the lush hills and misty valleys of an ancient land, there lived a woman named Amara. Amara was married to Obina, a kind and humble farmer. Amara's life was filled with love but shadowed by sorrow. For many years, the couple had tried to conceive a child, but their hopes had wilted like crops in a drought. In Ariko, where the measure of a woman's worth often rested on her fertility, Amara found herself the subject of relentless mockery and pity. The villagers, not unkind, but bound by old beliefs, whispered when she walked by, and their words, like thorns, pricked her heart. "That's the childless one," they would say, or worse, cursed. At gatherings, women would often softly shift their conversations as she approached, their eyes full of the unspoken words that hung heavy between them. Driven by a mix of despair and longing, Amara decided to visit the shrine of Iye, the ancient goddess of fertility, who was worshipped only in whispers and revered in fears. The shrine lay deep within the heart of the forbidden forest, a place villagers ventured only out of their need. For it was said that Iye's gifts were as whimsical as the wind. One moonless night, armed with only her hope, Amara slipped away from the comforting embrace of Obina's arms and into the dark cloak of the forest. The air was thick with the scent of wild jasmine and the quiet murmur of the unseen. Hours turned as she walked, and just as dawn began to stain the sky with shades of amber and gold, Amara reached the ancient shrine. It was a place both haunting and beautiful, wrapped in a shroud of hanging moss and lighted by the gentle glow of fireflies. The statue of Iye was mesmerizing, her features carved from stone, yet flowing with an inexplicable life. Her eyes seemed to pierce into Amara's soul, seeing her deepest desires and darkest fears. Kneeling before the goddess, Amara wept, her words a mixture of prayer and pleas. "Great Iye, hear my sorrow. Bless me with a child, that I may prove my worth and silence the tongues that wound me." The air stirred as though the goddess herself sighed, and a voice, soft yet resonant, filled the space around her. "Your wish can be granted," Iye whispered, her tone both a promise and a warning. "But you must follow my rules. Never reveal the nature of your blessing to anyone, not even your husband. Fail in this and the consequences will follow." Overwhelmed and scarcely believing, Amara nodded, agreeing without hesitation. "I will obey, great Iye. Thank you." She sobbed, her heart already lighter. She returned home before the village awoke, slipping back into her life but now carrying a miraculous secret. Within weeks, the signs were clear. Amara was with child. The village burst with astonishment and joy, their previous scorn forgotten in the wake of this unexpected blessing. Even the cruelest tongues now sang her praises, calling her the Blessed One. Months flew by and the day came for her to give birth. The air was thick with anticipation as women gathered around her, assisting in what was expected to be a joyous arrival. But as the final moments approached, instead of a baby's cry, there was a stunned silence. Amara, in her pain and delirium, pushed forth not a child of flesh but an egg, smooth and perfect, unlike anything the world of men was meant to see. Panic ensued. The women, superstitious and frightened, backed away, whispering of curses and dark magic. Amara, too weak to explain, could only weep as her heart broke with the weight of her unspoken secret. The news spread like wildfire, and the egg became a spectacle of fear and wonder. Obinna, torn between his love for Amara and the strangeness of their situation, stood by her, though confusion clouded his heart. As days turned into weeks, the egg remained just that, an egg. But one moonlight night, as Amara lay awake, tormented by her fate, the egg began to tremble. From within, there emerged not a monstrous creature, but a child, radiant and perfect, a daughter with eyes that mirrored the goddess's own. The village, once buzzing with judgment, now stood in awe. The goddess, Iye, was a figure shrouded in mystery. Her presence felt more keenly in the hearts of the people than in any tangible form. She was the keeper of life mysteries, the weaver of destinies, and the bestower of blessings upon those deemed worthy. But her gifts, like the shifting sands of time, were as unpredictable as the fates themselves. Iye's temple, nestled deep within the forbidden forest, was a place of reverence and fear. Few dared to tread its sacred ground, for it was said that the goddess' favor could just as easily turn to wrath. Her statue, carved from the ancient trees that towered above, depicted her as a woman of ethereal beauty, her eyes pools of endless wisdom and compassion. To those who sought her aid, Iye offered a choice, a boon granted in exchange for unwavering obedience to her rules. And it was these rules that Amara, in her desperation, unknowingly violated, sealing her fate and that of her unborn child. The rule that Amara disobeyed was a simple, yet crucial one. Never reveal the nature of your blessing to anyone, not even your husband. Iye's gifts were not meant to be understood by mortal minds, and to speak of them was to invite chaos and misfortune. When Amara gave birth to the egg, she had unadvertently broken this rule, her cries of anguish and despair betraying the nature of her miracle to those around her. In doing so, she had unleashed a chain of events beyond her control, setting in motion a series of consequences that will forever alter the course of her life. It was not Iye's intention to punish Amara, but rather to remind her of the delicate balance between mortal and divine, and the importance of humility in the face of the unknown. Through Amara's suffering, the village learned that the gods, though benevolent, were not to be trifled with, and that their gifts came with a price that must be paid in full. And so, as Amara watched her daughter emerge from the egg, radiant and pure, she understood the true nature of her journey. Her disobedience had not been in vain, but a lesson in the complexities of faith and the depths of love. In the years that followed, Amara became a beacon of wisdom and grace. Her story, a testament to the mysteries of the goddess and the resilience of the human spirit. And though she would never forget the pain of her past, she found solace in the knowledge that her daughter, Ife, was the living embodiment of Iye's boundless mercy and compassion. Iye, in her caprice, now turned Amara's failure into a lesson for all. The child, named Ife, grew under the watchful eyes of her parents and the protective shadow of the goddess. She became a symbol of the unexpected, a bridge between the ordinary and the divine. Amara, now revered as the mother of a miracle, understood the true nature of her journey. Her suffering had not been a punishment, but a pathway to a deeper understanding of love and faith. And to those who asked about her strange blessing, she would only smile, her secret forever safe between her and the whispering winds of the forbidden forest.
Hello guys, where are you watching from? Did you enjoy this story? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And when you're done, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notification when we post new videos. Thank you.